Domestic violence calls are up. They're through the roof. People are stuck home with their, abuser. Child abuse calls are down about 50%.
Wow.
So I always say to my staff, like, I'm in this very strange situation because we do foster care and adoption. I have a budget like everybody else, and it's set on having a number of kids in foster care. We're 40 kids below what we typically have in foster care on any given day.
Why is that? Do you think?
Kids are not in school. So if you think about who are the people reporting child abuse and neglect: teachers, pediatrician, family, friends, neighbors. Our kids are not seeing these people. So abuse and neglect is not being found and identified in the same way. It's not an adult victim of abuse who's calling for help. Our kids end up being voiceless, or they only tell people they really, really trust, like a teacher or a school nurse or a counselor. So it's really disturbing. Calls are down to Child Protective Services about 50% right now through the pandemic. So we worry that we're not seeing the same number of kids. I don't by any means think that it means suddenly child abuse and neglect is not happening. And so I do think it's timely that Child Abuse Prevention Month is meant to raise awareness nationally about abuse and neglect, and educate people about the preventive factors that can help. And as an agency that does a ton around this, I'm hoping maybe some extra highlights on this, even if it's just a neighbor who sees a kid playing and notices bruises, will kind of do the right thing and help us be sure that we're catching those kids. I don't think any parent wakes up one day and says, today's a great day to abuse my kid.
Yeah.
It's what happens in between. It's poverty. It's intergenerational foster care issues. It's a history of abuse. It's a lack of parent training and support. And there's so many factors that go into it. But if we're not finding those families and helping them, we're not helping the kids, and we're not helping those parents. So it's disturbing.